What up? Welcome to the Double Dusted Discussion. I'm here with my boy, Bag of Burgers. No, that's Donnie Duckets, one step closer to his face reveal. Everyone who can't
Don,
see it right now, Donnie Duckets is there. He's there. Yo, that's the
I'm
guy.
that's the guy. I'm definitely in a fucking ISIS video, but I'm still the guy.
Yeah, but you're playing the bad guy in the ISIS video.
Yeah, it's true. I'm the one with the fucking knife.
I'm the one with the fucking knife.
Hey, look at me. I'm the one with the fucking knife.
I'm the one with the fucking knife. So yeah, last week I did a solo run. I had to bust out a solo run. Donnie was there when my house started to flood. I was like,
Yeah.
bro, he came in and I was like, bro, we're about to record a podcast. I was like, you got to come look at this, dude. You got to come look at this. And he was like, what now? And I was like, keep your shoes on, bro. When it went down to the basement
And it's
and
funny, I wore waterproof hiking boots just because it was raining so bad. I was like, I'm gonna wear these motherfuckers.
yeah,
And
yeah, you wore
it
them into
worked
my
out.
basement.
Yeah.
Can someone be electrocuted walking around in the basement when there's a flood?
Yes. Theoretically,
What
yes.
would get you? What would get you?
See, that's the thing, it's like, as much as I know about electricity, I still find, like, which is a fucking really lame way to start a sentence.
You're a
Um,
Reddit comment.
yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is, the, resistance multiplied by the amperage. Um,
Is that
no,
true? Resistance amplified by the is that true?
resistance by amperage, it's
Multiplied by the amperage? That's
I'm trying to remember Ohm's law. So, volts no, hold on. Anyways,
you
Ohm's
trying to
law.
remember Ohm's law. Looks like you never forgot Ohm's law, bro.
Bro,
Looking like
hold on,
fucking
I could
Holmes
I
over
could
there.
I could do it if I take the second to do it that I don't want to.
Look at your
What am I
mask,
saying? Yeah,
bro.
I feel like if your shit was actually electrocuting you in a flood, like if the whatever was short circuited into the flood, I feel
Bro,
like the
look at
breaker.
me. You know it's gonna be tall circuited. Look at me, dude.
Okay,
Think anything in
I
this house is getting short circuited, bro? I'm
it's
7V doll. It's tall
it's 7
circuited.
feet tall. It would be so funny if they found you floating around like fucking fried like bacon in the water, like
That's such an ugly way to go.
yeah.
My big
I,
tall body, and I'm like,
your big tall body floating around in an inch and a half of water on the floor, like you're just flat. It's not even like a
it's
river or
enough. No, no,
current.
it's the
You're
smallest
just like,
amount.
oh,
No,
it's just enough to break surface tension.
no, the smallest amount that I could float. That I could float closer to the
Exactly.
stair, or they could push me away with a stick. But the worst thing is like me cooked in the basement downstairs like that, electrified. The worst part is the first responders get in there. It smells good. It smells
Yeah.
good in the basement. They're like, "Oh, he's making pancakes. Smell that? It's like syrup." And they
No,
get,
they're
they
like,
get
oh,
down there,
dude.
my ass just slowly going by them.
No, they get the call and they're like, Harley Mornstein's house. And then they're like, that's the fucking bacon guy. And then they come here, they open the door, they're like, you smell that? He's making bacon. And then they come and it's just your huge dead body floating around on an inch and a half of water.
And the rookie is there, and he's like, "Oh, Sarge, that's what you call an epic meal."
Oh, it got me in the right spot, dude. Like
Yeah,
if I
that's
was
dumb.
watching that cop show right now, I'd be laughing. As
It's the ugliest
thusly,
cop
the way
show.
I'm laughing.
They're like, "Who's
What?
responsible for this?"
This is brutal, by the way. Tell them what you're not letting me do.
Yeah, you wanted to wear a COVID mask. No one wants to get reminded about those shit years where they got fat, bro.
There's still COVID, bro.
Donnie
It's
has a
out there.
COVID. Yeah, the flirt variant. That's for
Oh.
fucking you know who. The opposite of me. You know? Hey,
Yeah.
drink to that one. I will drink to that one, though. The opposite of me. The flirt variant of COVID is literally the opposite of me.
Which is what a fucking I don't even there's nothing I could say
No,
right
but let me
now
tell you,
that'll
it's like
that'll make the edit.
if all the gods of all the galaxies gathered around to play their equivalent of Uno that we couldn't even comprehend, and they played a game where they were like it's like an Omi, a game they can put a card down, and they put a card down that says like 6.5 foot Jew, and they're like opposite of that, God would be like flirt variant of COVID, and everyone there would be like, oh.
Interesting take, God. Interesting take.
He's like, well, obviously, because you too are a god.
Yeah,
And those
but
gods, what's
this
crazy
god's
what's
name is
crazy
God,
but
though.
what's crazy is those gods at the gathering of the gods of the galaxies Uno tournament, they take
Yeah.
acid.
Yeah, they do, and Amir is the one who gives it to them.
What is god acid?
God acid is 5-MeO-DMT.
Is this a
Or
fucking
what's that other shit there? Ibogaine. You ever hear of Ibogaine?
No, I never heard of ibogaine. I know you're saying it wrong, bro.
I might be.
I'll tell you, bro, you do begain.
I'd be gaying around with my pals.
I was trying to figure out a way, a right way into that word and to how to flip it around. I was like, I began. No, you,
Ibogaine.
no, you
No, how about
began.
no, you been gay.
You been
Um,
okay.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Anyways, that's like a crazy psychedelic that I'm pretty sure the buzz lasts like days.
Longer than
And like,
mescaline.
yeah, longer than anything. Ibogaine is the one. Ibogaine's like the fucking, you know what I mean? Like who's the fucking I don't know. I'm trying to make some terrible reference that I don't even understand. So
Worse
let's
than the gods of the galaxies Uno tournament.
yeah, exactly.
Worse than that.
Worse
Damn,
than
I'm
that.
yelling down here, and the acoustics are all different. I
Yeah,
realized
and
like
it's
my couch and my carpet was doing a lot of work.
they were taking it. I love how you golf now. They're like, you have a flood and all your cool shit's gone. You're like, yeah, now I'm just a fucking 40-year-old Jew that golfs.
New basement, new mish. New mish, new mish. Mr. Rocket Launcher Mazuza. And Mr. Rocket Launcher Mazuza.
Bro,
What was I saying before we spoke about my golf clubs? Before my affinity to athletics and various sports?
you were saying that
Oh, the
you're the opposite
acoustics.
of fart COVID.
I am the
Oh,
opposite
acoustic.
of COVID. I'll stand on that business. But look, my basement, the acoustics are different. And someone pointed out that the couch really tied everything together, and I was thinking about that already. Like, dude, these wrestling chairs are fucking weird down here now. Like, I
Yeah.
got foldable wrestling chairs on concrete. Now, like
Yeah.
the Joker painting I have is hitting really different on the concrete basement. Like the Joker
Yeah.
shit's like, oh, you're one of those Joker fans.
People don't know that your mattress is on the floor behind it with no top sheet and no fucking box spring, just
And
on that cement
there's
floor.
a piss stain. I'm like, I don't sleep on that side, and that was the dog. I swear.
There's a piss jug next to the bed and a fucking candle and tinfoil.
Um,
I'm just describing my bedroom right
yeah,
now.
it's starting to sound a lot more like Isaac. You left a bowl of cereal in your house. Oh, this is food. Food news. Hey, food news with our
Food News,
today with
the best food news show in Justin Lynch's YouTube algorithm.
today's guest is Isis. Isis, you left a bowl of cereal in your room for so long that it became one piece. The liquid and the cereal molded into one thing practically. No, is that true?
Yeah, that was,
You
I
were
mean,
young. You were
yeah,
young.
you're bringing up old
I'm
shit,
not
but
bringing it up like I'm fucking exposing you. I'm just like, yo, bro, you was fucking crazy,
I
dude.
feel
You was
exposed. I was a child, a
he was
young Jewish
a Jewish
child.
child with his kosher cereal next to his Xbox. His daddy got it for him for his boy mates fight. His boy
Uh,
mates fight. An Xbox for your boy mates fight. You see, George?
fuck, man. You went all the way in.
I got into a fight with a girl once. And one time
Okay.
I was like, yo, shabba beep beep beep. I forget what I said. And she was like, bruh, you're Jewish. And we both started laughing for like 30 minutes. Because the way she
Bro,
said it, she was like, bro, you're Jewish.
you're Jewish.
And just that, like, that was like her clap back. And like, it was practically calling me Mr. Rocket Launcher Mazuza. What were you going to say before I hop, pay, pay,
Oh,
pay?
fuck, I don't know, we're gonna have to get there. I lost it too.
I said our guest here is ISIS. You had your cereal coagulated into one
Oh,
ball.
the cereal, it was the cereal. Yeah, no,
Tell them what you did.
I definitely left a bowl of cereal, probably like 11 years old, maybe 12, bowl of cereal with the spoon in it and like a little inch of like a, half inch of milk. and it crusted together so badly that I just threw them both out together. I didn't even wash it. I just threw out the bowl and spoon
How many days
as
was it
one piece.
there for it to do that?
I mean, not fucking weeks, a few days,
Yeah, I feel
but it
like it
was like
happens in,
I
like,
guess
2 I feel like in 2.5. I feel like that happens in 50 hours.
yeah, it's also like the sugar of the cereal, like the whatever leftover in the milk was like really
I got a
crustified.
weird concrete basement, I feel
Food
like.
news.
Food news, what's up? Ice, we got ISIS here. I feel like I got a concrete basement. I could do that test. I should do that test in my concrete little dungeon.
Yeah, you're gonna wake up with a fucking mouse in it,
And then what'll I do?
and then you eat the mouse with
That's
the
what's
milk.
up. That's what's up.
Eat the And what did they do? They made them eat the mice with the milk. They gave
Right?
them the milk and the mice, and they
So
made them eat it.
imagine the cops come find my dead body in the basement because the
Yeah.
neighbors reported the smell. So
Yo, this is he's like, "Don't wear a COVID mask. It's gonna be, like, too, fucked." And you're like, "Yeah, so
they're
my
like, you
neighbors
need
called
an
the police because of the smell of my rotting corpse."
yeah, yeah, and they
Ok
come in, and then they come into the basement. This is further away from what we were talking about, so it doesn't make sense anymore. There was too many
Yeah, no,
brain.
I wanna hear it, though. We
Oh,
gotta
I
see
was
it
gonna say
through.
they come down and my dead body floats by, but then all these mice break out of my stomach.
What the fuck?
So then I was going somewhere with the cereal and how there was gonna be a mouse there. But then, yeah,
But
that'd
you're
be
like, "No,
terrible, eh? You know how many mice can fit in my body?
let's fucking do the math."
What's really crazy is, like, a lot
You
of
might have a
mice.
fan that could do the math.
No, like, at a certain point, you would look at someone and be like, if I put, like, 90 mice in you, people would be like, "Oh, that guy has a lot of mice in his body." But, like, you could probably fit, like, 450 mice in me until my body looks weird.
What the
Like
fuck?
like, if there was a way to smuggle mice inside me amongst my organs and stuff,
Yeah,
like,
just
I could fit one in my thigh even.
yeah.
Like, I could fit one mice in my thigh right here even, like, trust me.
Okay.
My ass is so flat, you could fit, like, 3 mice on each cheek, and it would just look like a regular ass.
Yeah, you could make an ass of mice.
Mhm,
Like,
we're gonna knock them all out first, though, we're gonna
make I keep hitting the mic, so that'll sound great, but, you make, like, an outline of your ass and then fill it with mice.
yeah, but we're gonna knock them all out, can't have 'em moving around in my ass, these mice. But if
Well,
I had, like, 4
one in there for a
dude,
tickle.
you had 15 mice in your body, people would know. They'd be like, "This guy's you see his tummy?
It'd be like, "Bro,
He's
there's so
got
many extra
tummy."
skeletons in your skeleton."
Next time I do acid with Rob, friend of Donnie and I, who's like he's such a little tripper. Next time I do acid with Rob, I'm gonna go up to him like, dude, I swear to God, that guy said he has mice in his stomach. Look at his stomach. He literally has mice in there. He's
Yeah,
such a guy that
definitely
would be like,
never do that to anyone.
he'd be like, no, for real. I thought about
He'd be like, "Yo, do you think he has a cigarette?"
I thought about some nefarious things that I would do and don't have the energy to do that would just be so mean and terrible. But like at a place like Shambhala, people they like
Shambhala,
Shambhala. I was hitting it when I first mentioned I was like Shambhala.
Shambhala, yeah.
Shambhala. It's almost like that's very Montreal. And I'm like, it is, isn't it? They'd be like, wow, this
Yeah,
Shambhala.
yeah.
This is Shambhala. To you,
You
this
gotta,
is
like
Shambhala.
you can't just say you have to punch people in the face with it. Yo,
Bro, let me
Shambhala.
tell you something about Shambhala, bro. You gotta like Shambhala. It was
Yeah,
never about the sham. It was all about the bala.
yeah.
Shambhala.
Sure. I was just biding my time to get to the bala.
Okay, but if people there are tripping and I was tripping and something happened was someone ran by me. And that's
Who?
never happened where I've been like really think about like the ultimate mushrooms trip or something like just like hallucinogenics, and you're like, oh, I'm walking like a dum dum. Life is
Mm.
funny.
Yeah, yeah,
And
you
then
bouncing around.
and then someone like with a serious face like sprints by you, like right next to you. You're like, oh, oh. This guy like booked it past me. Like he was like he had all of his faculties.
Yeah, yeah.
I have barely a single faculty at this
Yeah,
moment.
yeah, you're stumbling around like the village drunkard,
Yeah, he had
and
all his
this guy
faculties.
comes by like a Monday morning jog.
So this guy not even he had all his faculties and I was fact, you'll see.
What the
he booked past me like full like fucking like football practice type shit. Like I'm like ran past me and I was like, ah, ah.
Like Mr. Bean, fuck.
And I'm
You're
like
like,
walking, like I'm walking holding my heart. And I was like, oh fuck. I was like, can I do that right now? It's like, when was the last time I sprinted? When was the last time I really sprinted and ran? And I was like, damn, if I went to my friends right now and I sprinted, that would fuck with them so much. And I'm like,
If you sprinted through camp
and I was like, I'm sure I
with
could
all the weird
gather.
shit you're wearing.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sure I could gather my abilities enough to just sprint. I mean, I've done it for decades, but I haven't done it in 1 decade, maybe. And I'm like, no, I'll for sure think I could do it. Take one wrong, weird step right away and face plant.
Yeah,
Like that time at
100,
Airsoft. We'll tell that story in a second. We probably already told it, eh? Anyways,
maybe.
we'll tell it again. But I was thinking about how crazy it'd be to go to these festivals where people like to take acid and get fucked up, and like you and a couple buddies like wear football equipment and like stay sober and run drills around people.
Just fucking
Like
blow
people
everyone's
are like
mind.
fully like walking like ha ha music. We're gonna go to this stage and then we'll go to
Yeah.
that stage and then you come and you're like who 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 who. People would look at you and be like ah and like fall
Yeah,
backwards. That's something that could
it's
happen. Someone's like go up to you and be like boo, and you could like be like ah and like fall backwards on your skull.
like a fucking and then you're caught on your back like a turtle, just like, oh, like walking in
It's
circles.
me. If I fall backwards and I hit my head, that's like my head falling 1 story.
Yeah,
Like I'm like
yeah.
a floor up and I dove down. Yeah,
And just
bruh.
smash your fucking
Dove down. He's Jewish.
dove down.
Dove down's
Yeah,
Jewish. Bruh.
dove
Bruh. He's Jewish.
Why don't you go see your mother the way Dove Down goes and sees his mother? Oh.
So we were playing airsoft, me and Donnie.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Hey, not him now. Come on.
No, it's true. You're right. Bless
Yeah.
up.
Bless up, bless up. Don't you dare mess up, mess up. Before you get to die, you gotta fess up, fess up. You ask for more, I give you less up, less up.
Oh, dude, I love, like, our fans are just like, "Oh, yeah, I think I like this show," and then they got, like, your solo rant episode, and now they're getting this fucking monstrosity where I'm in ISIS mode.
I
My
like it.
audio's probably a bit shittier, I probably sound like I have a fucking cold.
I love you said it, and I'm for sure I know there's a couple people that are listening. They're like, I'm not your fan, bitch. Keep talking.
Uh,
Keep talking.
ooh, okay.
They said that, bro. Some guy. Who was it? Was it you, Derek? Was it you, Derek? Bro, was it Derek, bro? Was it Derek? He was sitting
You know it
there,
was,
bro.
though,
He was
you know
sitting
it was.
Derek.
Okay, where were
Um,
we? Airsoft, yeah, so we were both in cover,
it
and you
was
were gonna,
like
like, advance,
it
and
was
I
like
was like
I was also this is like the beginning of my fat era.
yeah.
I'm like 275. I'm like 35 pounds heavier than I am now. And I was there and I'm like, I got like my helmet on, my goggles, and I got like my gun, and I'm like, yo, bruh, I'm gonna advance. We got high before this, didn't we?
Oh, dude, what have we done in our lives that we didn't get high before?
Like we did get high, right?
Yes,
And it's
yes,
mad hot.
as one does.
And it's mad hot. I'm like,
So hot, it was literally 40 degrees Celsius with, like, with the fucking humidity and shit,
I'm wearing like
and
a long sleeve because it's like I don't want to get hurt. And
we're in, like, an arid like, it was a sand pit.
yeah,
There was no shade, there was no tree, there was no
the
shade,
only
there
shade
was
there was cover, soldier.
yeah. Yeah.
So I'm there. I'm wearing like tactical pants that they're like olive drab, really like thin cargo so that like they could bend and stuff. But like on me, they were just so fat man cargo pants. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm
They're
wearing
like they were so straight down from the hips, like, they were w like, they went over your toes,
but like
like
they like still like stuck to my shins. And like I'm
hospital
wearing like a
brand.
long sleeve like dry fit got this shit ass at Marshalls, like it's like Marshalls like not it's almost that's not Adidas, is it? What is that? It's like a triangle kind of logo though, you know?
Yeah, yeah, and it's like,
Blue and
yeah,
gray. It's like not the right I got like my little like my plate carrier, but
and
no
it's
need
called,
for
like,
plates.
Athlearnance, like, it's
Athletic dirds.
yeah. Or it's called, like, some AI made up name, like, Prime Frost.
Prime. Hey, that's a sick beverage in
Yeah, I was
1996.
gonna say that's yeah, okay, let's go.
So I have the airsoft weapon, and I'm all there, like next to Donnie, and I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna advance." And I'm like, "You gotta get some. You gotta supply. You gotta provide covering fire." And you're like, "Yeah, okay." I'm like, I get up,
I was like,
like,
"I got you, bro," and I, like, get up to a knee, and I'm like, "Alright, go."
and I'm like, "Copy that." And I like go to break out into like a full sprint. Like I gotta run like 20 yards and I'm
Like,
like
from a
in
crouch.
and from
You're
a
in a
crowd
crouch?
from a
Yeah.
crouch, I'm like, I'm gonna eat this 20 yards up. Like no one here is ready for how fast I'm gonna run. They think I'm fat and Jewish. They don't know that I've been running as a fat Jew my whole life. They have no idea. So I'm like, I'm gonna break into a sprint. And I got my gun and I'm like, Roger. And I go and like the first step, because I'm gonna be going so fast, the first step is like wrong.
Into sand.
Like,
First step into sand with, like, a knee that's been leaned on for too long.
if you were watching, it would look like I'm in a crouch position and I just slammed my head in the ground. That's what it would look like. It would look like
You broke out a cover and you were like, "Alright, I'm going," and you went, like, just face ground.
yeah, like I'm smashing my head in the ground. Like I like went and just smashed my head in the ground. And at that exact second that I did it, I farted. I farted so loud that somehow like everyone everyone in this field,
Dude, it was like a
every,
cartoon, man. It
everyone
was
in the
it was
field
a
like
fucking
somehow
cartoon.
like all 30 people that were there to play airsoft at like Wednesday at 7 a.m. Somehow they all heard it. And like this is like after we've been there for 45 minutes, it's the first game. Like I ended up like taking pictures with all these people. They're like, "Yo, you're the bacon guy." I'm like, "What's up?" They're like, "Sick gun." I'm like, "Wait, you see that?"
You face planted, and as your face hit the sand, it was a fucking
I
blast, dude.
just like smashed my face on the ground and shat myself. And like the guy there was like the ref dude or whatever. He's like looking, and he's like one of the only guys that wasn't really laughing at it. And he was like, "I won't tell anyone about this." And the game went
Oh.
on while we were just like sitting up against this like rusted car, like laughing in our spawn. We never advanced.
Well, man, there was bullets flying by that time.
Oh,
I remember I got into a bunker, and I was pretty well, like, holed up, and I just kinda had this crack where people could come through the hallway, and I shot 2 people coming through it. And then a third guy kinda, like, started trying to get me pinned down in there, and he threw a frag, and it blew up, like, in the room next to me, and I heard all that shit hit the wall, and I was like, "If that blew up next to me, I would've actually fought that person." That's when I heard it hit the wall, I was like, "Bro,
I
you throw
never
that thing at
saw a
me, I
grenade.
would've literally come out and punch you in the face."
What is it? It's a little. What does it do?
Dude, it sound I don't know, maybe I'm being like a fucking pussy and it's just the way it sounded when it hit the plywood, but it seriously was fucking it popped so loud and was like just the knock that of it
Yeah, I
getting to
mean,
hit on
because a little bit it's like, yo, dude, I'm down to get hit with all these little white plastic biodegradable pieces, but you
yeah,
can't toss a thing at me that does have a little minor explosion attached to it. This
and
is like an
an explosion
explosive
in it,
device.
and you're also shooting, like 100 fucking bullets at me at that point, like, we good, man. Um,
You should have
yeah, what
told the
else?
ref, you pussy. You
Um,
should have been like, oh, he's
also
using grenades. He said there's no grenades.
what's the, "No full auto! No full auto inside!" They're always
Love that.
yelling on
Fucking
you.
love that video. I showed you that
Yeah,
video though, right?
yeah. He's like, "I don't have full auto."
No, he was like
Um,
shooting. It was like brr, brr, and then he was like, "No full auto." He's like, "That's not full auto." He's like, "Yeah, it is." And he was, "This is full auto." And I was like,
yeah. Um, what else happened? Remember that kid broke your gun? There was this kid that broke your gun, and then he was like, "Anyways, I don't really feel like playing anymore. Gotta go." And he like ran, got in his car, and ran off.
we got there like Wednesday at like 7 a.m. And this guy took like he like saw we I brought a gun for me, Donnie, and Amir, and like we were there, and this guy was like, "Oh, yeah, cool, man, yeah, hell yeah." He's like, we took a picture with him and stuff, and he was hanging out with us. He was cool. He was like, "Yeah, man, fucking love coming out here, spending the day, fucking airsoft, so sick, spending the whole day out here." And he saw one of my guns. He's like, "Oh yeah, I love the thing." He's like, "Yeah, you know, you just fucking got it." And he went and did this thing that's like a mechanism that we knew already you're not supposed to touch, and we were like, "Oh, don't touch that part." And he was like, "Yeah, go." It goes back in. And he did that, and we're like, "No, it doesn't." He like pulled it out, and it was stuck out, and it wouldn't go back in. And we were like, "Yeah, it doesn't." He like tried to mess around with it. He like sat there for like 2 rounds, like messing around with it while like we played with his guns. He like let Donnie and Amir use his gun, and then we came back. He's like, "Yeah, it's messed up." Oh shit, man. I'm sorry. I'm like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll bring it back to them." He was like, "Yeah." Damn, it's getting late. I'm gonna head out. I don't really feel like. And we're like, "Oh, really? We just started. Like, it's not even 9 a.m." And
Yeah,
we're like at least 2 hours from wherever you live because there's nothing near here. And he's like,
yeah. It
"Yeah,
was
no,
in
I don't even. I'm out of here."
yeah.
I felt bad.
Well, he broke the gun of the guy that everyone's taking pictures with.
Yeah, who the fat one that farted themselves?
Yes, that fucking dumbass. That was like an era too, where you would have like kind of got, especially with that age group, those kids, that was like your jam.
Yeah, that was that airsoft day didn't happen. What did we do the day before? We like stayed up so late.
Oh, we went to Momofuku or something, didn't we?
I love that place. That place is closed now.
Oh no, wait, when was that? Oh yeah, that was it. That was then. That was 2019, I think.
She was there.
Yeah,
I miss Momofuku, bro. I used to go there and get the spicy ramen. I like
bro.
Momofuku also because it was a place that like,
Crack pie, bro. That fucking milk bar crack pie.
and I love that place. And they always like it was a place where whenever I went there, I'd be like, "Okay, we'll order this," and people are like, "Oh, but I'm hungry." I'd be like, "Trust me, don't," because every time we went there, they'd be like, "Hey, this is from the chef," and they'd bring out like something that they're like, "This will be on the menu next month. We've been testing it out. Let us know what you think."
We got hooked up pretty hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was
We
fucking
did. We fucking got fucking hooked up. We fucking
yeah.
pulled up and it was like I was like Roberto Loli Linguinato, renowned restaurant owner from La Beckery.
I remember the chef was walking out and he was like, "Oh, you're here. I'm done now." And you were like, "Oh, it's cool, man. I'll see you next time." And he was like, you know what? Maybe give me a minute." And he went in the back, and then all of a sudden, shit just started showing up, and I was like, "Oh fuck,
Yeah, he was fucking chill.
yeah."
He was fucking Roberto Loli Linguinato, renowned restaurant owner from La Beckery.
It's pretty good. It's
Yeah.
a pretty good little blurb.
Yeah, it's actually true though.
What is that?
That's Roberto Loli Linguinato. He invented the tiramisu.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died.
Oh shit.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit.
And the craziest part, he
What? What is it?
he's
You invent it.
He's Jewish.
Could be. It's funny when you see Jews from, like, countries that have very distinctive names, and it's just like, "Oh, this Italian guy's also Jewish." You're just so used to, like, the fucking
What do you mean? His name is like Mario Silverberg.
no, not even, it's just fucking Spiglioza, but he's a fucking Jew.
Hey, it's a Luigi Spigliozasteen.
Spigliozaburg.
Spigliozaburg is like that's a sick party. Yo, you going to Spigliozaburg?
Yo, Spigliozaburg is
Yo,
the
we doing
sickest
acid at
fucking place.
Spigliozaburg, bruh,
Yo, give me the
bruh.
Spigliozaburg with extra onions.
Give me a Spigliozaburg with a double side of Luigi. Luigi,
See, that's the type of thing, like, when we
Luigi.
were fucking
When we were
when we
fucking.
were
That's the type of
when
thing
we
when we were fucking.
when we were
When
fucking,
we were fucking, we were all about that Luigi. Hit my
we
Luigi.
were all about, like, going to a restaurant and pulling that and trying to blow people's mind.
Yeah, we'd be like Tony's Pizzeria who ordered the ravioli. And like the waiter's like, what? What do you? What? How you guys want anything to drink? And you're like Tony's Pizzeria who ordered the ravioli. And you know what's funny is like we thought those things were so funny, but you were very clearly like you were doing that bit, and to everyone around you, they were like,
You're
"You're
just an
17."
asshole. Yeah, exactly.
Like you thought
It's
you were out there doing a bit. They're like, they must think I'm crazy, but they're really just like, bro, you're 17.
yeah, you're just an annoying, like,
You're just
stupid
17.
fuckface. Yeah, I know.
I
Whenever
was.
I see that now, I'm like, "Ooh, is that how it looked?"
It is how it looked. I was at Walmart and there was a gaggle of teens in
Mm,
their
say
like
less.
in their shopping cart, like pushing each other and doing little gags together. And they started like yelling and making noise.
Yellow.
Yelling, yelling, yelling. Um, and they're making all these crazy noises and doing a little shtick. And I walked by and I was with people and they were bothered by that. They're like, "Oh, fucking idiots." And I was like, I know, and my gut reaction is that also. But a part of me, I was like, look at them. They're young. They think we don't get it because we're old. But like they're right. But like not in the way that they think they are.
Yeah, exactly. It's very, like, it's kinda meta. It's almost like, the first brush with the Dunning-Kruger effect is when you think you're kinda blowing people's minds by walking by someone and being like, "Ha ha, I am gay." Like, it's like, "No, you're just a stupid fucking kid that thought, like, people were gonna be like, 'Whoa, this guy's
Yeah,
crazy.'"
that was literally like 15 years old. That was a bit.
Yeah.
Going into like an elevator, like me, Donnie, and three strangers, and like one of us turning around and looking at them and being like, I'm gay. You're not supposed to laugh at it, bro.
I know, it's pretty good, though. It's pretty good.
Because
That
we
like,
like
when you
that
throw in the
because it's
voice.
haunting. Because it was you were
Yeah,
the ghost.
exactly, you're doing like a Vincent Price.
You were
You're like,
the
"I'm
ghost.
gay." Um, yeah,
So what did you eat for breakfast today?
let's talk about it. I had, 3 eggs with ketchup, and I had fucking whole wheat toast with butter and Bun Mama strawberry jam.
That Holocaust jam, my man.
That holakizzy.
That holokizzy, you know, he gave me that drizzy with the holokizzy,
And then I
holokizzy.
showed up here with a bag of burgers again.
You did? Did you eat both those double teens?
I ate both those double teen burgers from A&W and
How
a
good is
fry.
Teen Burger at A&W?
I gotta say, man, fucking I rarely eat fast food, but in the last 3 years at least, it's pretty much been A&W every fucking time.
Yeah, A&W is great.
It's also, like,
You
where
got
it's
French fries
placed.
there, right?
Yeah, the french fries or
The French
whatever, they're
fries are
not
okay, but
terrible.
you gotta get the onion rings. The onion rings are really
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's true. It's
Mhm.
true. I got onion rings, a couple weeks ago. Me and the wife went to, that Chill Burger spot around here, the one on the water.
Yep.
And I was like, "Let's get the fucking onion rings." And she was like, "Onion rings? That's a bold move." I'm like, "Trust, get the
That
onion rings."
that casse-croûte has no right being that beautiful of a location.
Yeah,
How would
it
you
wasn't always.
how would you tell someone what a casse-croûte is?
It's, a casse-croûte.
A
How would you
casse-croûte.
tell, like, an American? It's like a it's just a burger place. It's like burger, fries, hot dogs. That's all it really is, but
But
it's really about
the
the
weird
fries.
unspoken rule that all these casse-croûtes across the province, like, you know exactly what their stuff's gonna taste like for the most part.
Yeah, it's gonna taste like oil.
Yeah, but that royal oil boil,
That royal boiled oil.
you know you stay loyal to that royal boiled oil.
It would be funny to try to tell
Don't let
people what a
anyone foil that loyal oil boil, you stay loyal.
um, a pataterie is another way of kind of calling that, and it's funny because it's, like, basically saying the potatory.
Yeah, like the potato spot.
Yeah, pataterie, but it's, like, hot dogs and burgers and fries, but for whatever reason, the fries have some sort of, I don't know,
As they
maybe it's
should. Well,
because Quebec's French
the
and
fries are
didn't
like the biggest thing there.
I guess.
Like, like hot dogs, it's not like the hot
Ah,
dogs are the best there. The fact that you can get a steamed hot dog is quite unique to Quebec for the most part, like a steamed hot dog, but, like, that's not
yeah.
what you're like, oh, I mean, you could go for hot dogs, but, like, you're definitely getting fries.
Yeah, I mean, it's about the poutine a lot also, I think.
It's number 1, yeah, that's number 1, fries,
Yeah, that's
poutine,
number 1.
and all that, and then after that, it's hot dog, then it's hamburger.
Yeah. Hamburger is definitely it's true that hamburger is the lowest on that tier.
Mhm, and it's great, the
And
hamburgers are great, but it's just like
yeah,
2 hot dogs are usually, like, half the price of a burger,
yeah. I
and,
love
like,
getting one of each. I love getting everything. I'm like, "Give me the fucking fries and the hot dog
no,
and the hamburger."
you know you really went off when you get the Greek food at the fucking casse-croûte. When you're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, the
I was
souvlaki, please."
yeah, yeah, and they
They
start
get their you
microwaving
get their
it.
smoked meat sub.
Yeah, their smoked meat sub is just the boil in a bag smoked meat. Is
Yep, and then you get, and then you gotta get a
that
Michigan.
like a Canadian thing? Do
Michigan.
Americans have that yeah, do Americans have that little sachet of, like, meat that you boil?
Not like us, like what we I don't I've never seen that, but I mean, they got their own boiled
So we
egg.
have, like, the Montreal smoked meat, which is similar to, like, a pastrami or a corned beef kinda thing,
Yeah.
and sometimes you get, like a lot of times in Montreal, it's, like, hot, like, you get it hot on the bread with the mustard and the whole thing's hot. So what they have is these little sachets, like a little plastic, almost like a just a saran wrapped fucking ball of meat, and you'll get a pot of water boiling, and you'll drop this ball of meat in the plastic in it, boil it up for 2 minutes, and then cut it open, and it's like this steaming hot meat that you then make the sandwich
You
with.
ever buy those, by the way?
I did back in the day, now I'm too, like, anti-plastic to really wanna even think about eating that. The last time I had one of those was I was in the middle of butt fuck nowhere in the country, and I went into a gas station,
You would
and I
go on
was
a little hike to butt fuck nowhere, eh, buddy?
yeah, it was a canoe trip, butt fuck nowhere, there was a gas station that had sandwiches, and I was like, "Oh, I'll take a smoked meat sandwich," and then they grabbed one of those things and threw it in the microwave, and I wanted to fucking die, but I took it on the chin, I probably paid, like, $17 for this 2 pieces of bread and a microwave bag of fucking cancer meat,
And it was good,
and,
wasn't it?
it was pretty good, yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't terrible.
I got that from Costco once, the bags, I just, like, tossed them in the microwave and put it on, like, rye bread, and I'm like, "Damn, pretty fucking close."
Yeah, it hits, it hits.
It
Ça
is.
frappe ça frappe pas mal, là.
Don't do that.
OK.
Hey,
Alright.
qui parle à moi?
They're it's not ready for,
What is that? What is that translated? Who is speaking to me?
yes. That's pretty much it.
This is the worst.
To the beat of "Row Your Boat."
So way back in the day, me and Donnie were in a crew.
Oh, no.
We're in
Okay.
our crew's rolling like 10 deep. Shout out to my boy 10 Deep, by the way. And then we meet up. at this house.
10 deep sing.
We meet up at this house with all our whole crew, and there's another crew there, and they're older than us, but they're
Oh,
like
no.
their crew is like no, like let's just say their crew's mostly normal. 90% of them are normal. Like
Yeah,
they
like,
would
these are nice
never
little boys.
they would have never gone into an elevator and been like, "I'm gay" to strangers. They weren't chill like that.
They didn't have that smoke.
Like today, they're probably like accountants and lawyers. So we
They're
don't.
not dressed like ISIS on a
Yeah,
podcast
yeah,
about
they ain't
member
gamers. So we
or
don't
gay
like
any
them. And we're in the garage and we're smoking our weed. It's fucking good weed. They're smoking their shit weed and they roll bad. I don't even like how
Yeah,
they
they
roll
roll
up.
bad and they're weed shit. That by the way, that's true story.
We're
This is all true
smoking
story, but that's
we're
also true.
smoking Apollo. They're smoking cess.
They're smoking M39.
Ugh. And I don't even know how it started. I don't even know how it
What the
started.
fuck happened, man? That honestly, it makes me nauseous. These are the type of memories that, like, I talk to myself in the shower being like, "No, no, no, no."
Well, we were blazing and one of them came in and like it definitely started like us saying sneaky boy there.
Yeah,
Someone
someone, like,
someone
crept
came in.
by.
I don't know if their name was Sneaky Boy or this is when they got the name Sneaky Boy or how sneak, but we were like Sneaky Boy.
Definitely
That boy,
meme-ified
that
Sneaky
boy's a
Boy or
little
something.
sneaky. Like we're blazing in one corner, their group's blazing in their corner. We're like Snake, hey Sneaky, Sneaky. And then we're like Sneak, Sneak, Sneaky Boy, Sneaky, Sneak, and we're all like saying it together. Like we all kind of like join in because we're
In
blazing.
the
So
round.
yeah, so we're all like 10 guys. We're like 15 and they're like 17 and we're there and we're like sneak, sneak, sneaky boy, sneak, and like we really mean it. Like we really
Yeah.
I'm like cringing and
Honestly,
even
we
I'm
we
cringing
were
even
repping our
doing it and I'm not doing it
yeah.
half as what it really is. We're like snickety, 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 and like we're doing it and we do it at like
That was us throwing our setup in the
yeah,
air.
we're doing it like 4 times in a row. And like, so it has been going on for too long. And we're definitely
Yeah.
messing with their session. So they're like all turned and looking at us now. And we're like, and like it kind of like dies down for a second. And we're looking at them and they're looking at us and they're like, row, row, row your boat. And we're like looking at them. We're like, and we're like, sneak, sneak, sneaky boy. And like, it's so fucking dumb that they're a group of guys were, and they're like, row, row, row. And we're like, snake, snake, sneaky boy. And we're like, sniggity, sniggity, sniggity. And they're
Yeah.
like, gently, gently.
Oh, man. And, like, at that point, I couldn't figure out which one was worse. Like, we're fucking stupid, but they're
Oh, we thought they
fucking
were like, we left. They were like, bro, they're like, row, row, row your boat. Like, we're dropping fucking original
yeah,
content.
we're
We
yeah,
wrote,
exactly,
we wrote this song, bro. We wrote, and what was really
exactly.
special about this house, I loved hanging out at this house because you were allowed to spit in the basement.
Yeah.
Like you go to this guy's house and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, 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 no, oh yeah," because he'd be talking and then he'd be like, and like spit. And the first time anyone sees it, he'd be like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Oh, it's I don't mind the carpet. It's okay. You could spit down here." And we're like, "Really?" And it was just like, "Yeah." So everyone's always like, "Okay," and like
Yeah,
spit.
like,
You like
it
spit on
made
his
you
floor. Imagine
and
you
then
were
walk
like,
around. We're all walking around in socks too.
imagine you have like a house, and then you have a kid. And then he invites over like 20 Jews and they spit on your floor in the basement. Because,
We're all
like but
drinking
also
beer and
because, like, your kid told them that they could.
yeah, we're, like, drinking beer and
Not because like,
smoking
the
cigarettes.
Jews are in there and they're like, "Oh, this is a goyim house. Let's spit all over it." Not like that. That was not the vibe. He was just like, "Yeah, you can spit in my basement."
Yeah,
And we
and we
did.
and we did, and we did, and it was good.
And we did.
We spitted in it.
Spit it in it, spit it in it.
And now that guy's dead, which is fucking weird, but it's true.
That's not true, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay. I was like, "Damn, this is how I find out that
That was for
snake,
them.
snake, sneaky boy." Uh,
Yeah,
and you
let's
were there.
keep
We
hitting
spoke
them with
out.
bangers.
Yeah, did you hear? Did I talk to you about the Olympic girl who was sponsored by cheese?
I don't fucking know. You'd
Um,
think we would have set that up beforehand.
what about you know about those McDonald's collectors cups, right?
Yeah, well, we both
Lynch
got
sent
that
it.
message.
Lynch sent it through. What's his name? Marlon texted it. I spoke about
Marlon,
it.
what's his name?
This actually the thing about this these cups, I gotta say, is someone pointed out these are plastic.
All of them?
Yeah,
Okay, the American ones are plastic or the Canadian ones too?
I think it's this collector's cups are plastic. They're not glass.
Yeah, that's fucking what
Well,
am I
actually,
collecting?
I'm actually believing someone who just said that, a person that commented that, and I'm just like, I mean, that'd be a perfectly believable lie, but where does it say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to look better now. But
I don't know. It depends what kind of price I'm paying here. I'm actually choking here.
what's wrong with you, you dumbass?
I'm, like, trying to not clear my throat like crazy on the mic, but it's actually making the, audio worse
Don't worry about
because
the
I
audio, bro. Just sit there and just fucking
hostage video it up.
exactly, bro. Just do what the other dish, though. Do what you die the dish.
I'm still waiting for my first paycheck to clear on episode 95.
Listen, dude. I never got paid for Video Game High School season one. One of the greatest opportunities in my life. I'll pay you later, just like I did with Muscles glasses. Bruh, you're jush. Bruh, you're jush.
Bro, you don't like Froggy Fresh.
I do like Froggy Fresh. I was just very annoyed with Derek or whatever his real name is. I love Froggy. I don't like that Derek called me a liar.
Everybody loves Froggy.
And nobody likes Derek. So what are you gonna
It's
eat
true.
tomorrow?
Okay. Well, tomorrow,
Oh, you got work tomorrow?
no,
You gonna
I
go eat
don't.
in the woods?
No, I'm around. Let's do this again.
Yeah, you wanna fucking do this again?
Let's just keep pumping up pumping up, pumping out, pumping
Um,
in.
bro, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to
We
pump
gotta
it
give
up.
them the episodes. They want them. We got them.
Yeah, what do you got,
Let's
bro? You
make
got
them.
some food news, dude?
Honestly, I'm coming in a little raw dog after a 10-hour shift here and zero prep. But yeah, let's take a look.
What
I
prep?
put
What do you
some
talk
shit
about with
through.
the people you work with?
Mostly like veiny and gorged cocks. Um, we got a
No,
study on
go on.
shrinkflation. Oh, you want to hear about the cocks?
No, I don't.
Okay, they do.
They want to
The
hear about
people I work.
Alien Romulus.
So I've been talking about shrinkflation since before episode 1.
Shrinkflation or skimpflation?
Shrinkflation.
Frinkflation?
And I mean, it's undeniable, like, we've seen it, but, there was a study here, a few studies that confirmed, like, the metadata shows that 1 in 5 items is shrinkflated in Canada.
That's disgusting.
1 in 5.
We knew it though. And we know what those ones are. We know it on site. I know
They
everything
did
that
a
tasted
study, they
weird.
went to, 20% of 60 products sold at Metro, Walmart, and Loblaws stores were fucking shrinkflated. Between 2019 and 2024, the,
Why aren't they doxing which ones were shrinkflated though? Why aren't they
let's,
telling me what it
let's
was?
go a bit deeper on that
And
because
what's
this is
crazy is
happening
like
live.
now we're
As
watching.
you can see in my glasses, this is happening
But
live.
now we're watching, bitch. Now you want to fucking skimp and
We've been watching. I don't know about you, but I have successfully boycotted Loblaws, since that whole shit started. I joined that movement on Reddit, and I haven't
is this
gone
one
to
where
any Loblaws.
we measured the vegetables and they were giving like they said it was 700 grams, but the bag was like 450 grams?
No, I forget. I think it might have been in April or May. Someone was like, "Hey, let's not shop at Loblaw stores for a month." And like, if you go on the Reddit, there's like fucking like 100,000 people at this point, and like myself included. I haven't bought anything at any Loblaw store in like a good 4 months now. Which it's funny.
Where do you get stuff?
I'll just go to a different store, which isn't necessarily better. And it's funny. I was talking to the wife about that, saying how it, even though I agree with it and I'm literally doing it, I do think it's kind of like this slippery slope of weirdness where it's like, yeah, we're all getting together on the internet. We're like, let's stop shopping at this store and then it'll go away. And like, what's the end game? Are people going to finally be like, okay, let's be fair? Or will it just be like the dirtiest, sneakiest person that wins in the end? You know what I mean? I was like, it's funny if we all kind of brigade and take out a fucking company. But then what happens?
Like we did with Sony and Helldivers.
Or fucking Robinhood and GameStop stock there.
Oh yeah, that was great. That's still happening. I think he has like $50 million in stock now.
It's crazy.
And he
Are we I don't care. This is like a
sounds
wild
like you care,
episode.
bro.
No, I'm gonna say like I doubt we're even gonna have any edits in this shit. It's gonna be wild,
Why
but
would we, bro? What the fuck you think this is? Some
are we limited?
you think this
Are we
what do
limited
you
at
think
the
this is?
hour?
You think this is a don't edit that out. Hey, hey,
You're
don't, Eric, please. Eric, don't. Please. Eric. Anyways, what were you saying?
are we limited at the hour?
Well, you got something to say that you don't think you can get out in 8 minutes?
No, I mean, hey, I just want people to know that we are pushing to the maximum of the technology will permit.
We always do an hour. Don't how long is this podcast?
When it comes out, it's usually around 52
Where do you listen
to
to it?
I listen to it on Apple Podcasts.
Is there a lot of ads there?
No, there might be like 2 or 3 in an episode.
Someone I saw two people say on the last one that there was a lot of ads on the upload, but I uploaded it. And they said there's
Yeah,
a
I
lot
don't
of
I
ads.
a lot of times people say things like that, and I don't know if it's the platform they listen on. I don't know if it's the region they're in, like the distribution rights of audio, broadcasting in the region they're in, but
There's like no money in those ads anyways, and I'm not even paying you
I
right
think
now.
you're just
So
telling me that because you're not
yeah,
sharing
and
any
I'm
of the
not.
ad
Yeah, that's the thing. Same thing that happened to Buddy Glasses, though. The same thing that happened to Buddy Glasses.
rev.
Are you going to
Yo,
see Alien Romulus?
what's that?
You're such a fucking bitch. Can't believe you don't watch fucking sci-fi, bro. You're such a pussy.
I read sci-fi. I'll watch
Oh
any
yeah.
movie that
Oh what? Oh,
Oh, what?
oh,
What?
Brave New World.
That was excellent. I'll watch any movie that comes to me.
One sci-fi book. You have to recommend it to Barack Obama. What is it?
Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson.
He read it already. Didn't like it that much. You're a pussy. You just got fired. Donald
That
Trump is there though, and he wants a book recommendation. What are you going to give him?
A Stranger in a Strange Land by Robert Heinlein. It's Charles Manson's favorite book.
There was an era
That's
of
like
my life where I looked a lot like Charles Manson.
and that era is now.
Like 2 years ago, I really looked a lot like me. Well,
Remember when I called you Pablo Crisco Bar? You had like the shaved face and the long
I was
curly hair.
very Pablo Escobarius. I was very Pablo Escobarius. What are you doing in my closet? Um, I watched the craziest movie yesterday.
What?
It was so crazy. It was called Wetlands, and it's based on a German book by the same
Whoa.
name.
Okay.
Wetlands 2013 movie based on a 2008 book. Um,
I like that. I like that
hardcore,
it's a contemporary book too.
yeah, these hardcore Catholics, like attacked the main actress when she took the role of the main actress, the star of the movie. So you
Mhm.
know it's provocative. Uh, and as a person who like watches horror and doesn't nothing gets me. This isn't the horror, by the way. It's a comedy drama.
Your mother's a whore.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, my dad listening, and then my dad gonna suck your dick.
my dad listening to him, my dad's gonna fight your dad.
Your dad has to six mine my dad. Anyways,
Let's
I don't
get
like
it done.
this bit. Let's get out of here. Yeah. So this movie is so disgusting.
Yeah, in
So
what
dis-
way?
I want to say, but like I also don't want to spoil it. So
Okay.
whoever wants to see this movie, thanks
Where'd
for
you watch it? What
thanks for listening,
platform?
man. Great podcast. Take care. Peace. I watched it. I rented it.
Oh, shit, you paid money
It was on.
for
It was on Netflix at one
Yeah,
point.
no, I okay.
But Wetlands and this movie, like right from the beginning, is fucked because like it's funny because the grossest stuff. When I'm like, it's so gross. In what way? Human way? Like
Mhm.
the girl, the main star, she's basically like obsessed with human body fluids.
Okay, that's hot.
Like she refuses to wash her underwear and she's always picking her ass. She has an obsession
Okay.
with like rubbing her pussy on public toilet seats because like she doesn't get yeast infections or anything from it.
This is wetlands.
Yeah.
Okay. Fascinating.
Oh, she like puts her fingers in and like
Yeah.
just rolls it and like puts it in her mouth.
Okay. Well, like, what is it? What
And
happened? Like,
what's
who's
so
this?
crazy about it? What happens? It's basically about an anal fissure. That's the whole movie. But what's crazy about it, and
Sounds like I don't
it
like
took me 30 minutes to realize this because I was like kind of disgusted and I was like, what the fuck is this about? And only 30 minutes in did I realize like this is a very, very well directed and incredibly acted, excellent movie. I was so blown away by it. I was like shocked. And then like I just have like friends who like watch horror movies and like to be grossed out and like their yums yucked. And I was like, hey, I got a good one for you. This foreign German romantic dramatic comedy.
Yeah.
What's scary about it? It's just everything is just
It's
human.
German, yeah.
It's just
This
human
fucking
stuff.
weird, man.
But it's great. It
It
was
sounds like
great.
it's made for perviness, though. It's like it's not like an accident that that's like some weird ass fucking sexual shit.
What's crazy about it is it had this scene in it where they take drugs together. And
Drugs?
I love when movies nail the drug. When you're like, yes, it's like that. I don't know if you saw Midsommar, but there's a mushroom scene in Midsommar.
Yeah. It's so embarrassing.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Oh, the scene?
Okay, am I mixing it up what it is? I think I am actually. So, yes, I have seen it. Was it a good mushroom scene? I don't remember it now.
She's the girl's there and she has her hand in the grass, and the grass looks like it's growing out of her hand, and she's like, ah, and then like looks around and everyone's voices like seems far, and she hears her breath like and she looks up at the tree and it's like nice and she's like ah. And then she gets panicked and she stands up and they're like, hey, are you okay? And she's like, I'm going there. And they're like, okay. And she starts walking and they're like laughing and she looks back at them and they're like and she feels like they're laughing at her and she's like
Yeah, yeah,
"Oh."
yeah.
And she walks by people and they're like, hey, you okay? And she's like, no. And then like she looks and they start like laughing, but they're talking to each other laughing. But she's like, "Ah," like they're laughing at
Yeah, yeah,
her.
yeah.
The
Dude,
guy's like, "Hey, are
mushrooms.
you okay?" And she's like, "They were laughing at me." He's like, "No, no, of course not. They're just having a good time. Why don't you sit down?" She's like, "Nah, I go there." And she's like, and the trees are like turning into faces, but not at all. But if you look
Yeah,
hard enough, you see it. Now you're looking too.
right.
It's crazy. Yeah.
So you're saying it's a well done representation.
Yeah, and this one, like, they take every drug, and there's this walking part where they're walking together and they're looking, and the camera is just so you're like, "Oh my god, I've walked with someone fucked up
Yeah,
like
a
this."
drunkard walk.
Yeah, but that's wetlands. Anyways,
in
guys,
Germany.
thanks for listening to the podcast. Love you all. Holding it down. We got Donnie Duckets here, one step closer to his face reveal. Next week he'll be beheading someone. And check out r/epic mealtime. You're all beauties. Trust no one except us. Peace.
Peace.